Yeah, it's not located on any map. It's located right here. Right here. Capital M, capital T, men's time. There's trust and friendship between men. There's no deals going south. There's no lawyers there. Only real men. And a few good dogs.
Oh, dude.
I think we're both like a sip off.
You're close, dude.
I'm just right above it, yeah.
Happy St. Paddy's Day to all of our listeners. Cheers to you, Bake.
Cheers, buddy.
That is a nice, ice-cold Guinness in our new glasses that we just bought. As you can see, we tried to do the Split the G challenge. Baker's wearing his green.
It's got these little...
It did come with a sick little bottle opener.
That's vibey.
Yeah, happy St. Paddy's Day to you guys. Bake's got his green on. This is the only green I had clean, so naturally I'm going to wear that. If you guys don't know, splitting the G. So this part of the foam had to get right there in the middle to split the G. I obviously did not do that, nor did I come anywhere close. Baker got closer than I did. But, This is just one of 4, okay? I do have 3 other ones in the fridge, and so does Baker.
So I even bought bottles just to make sure we had enough here. So...
It's good beer. I'm not normally a Guinness fan.
As you know, we're doing the giveaway. It'll be at the end of the episode. We'll take a clip of it, post it. You guys will know the winner right when this episode drops. But we still want you to watch all the way to the end, as you guys are good viewers. You guys took our last clip to over 1,000 views, which...
No, more than that.
We're going north. Not just with our drinking taking us up to Ireland, but...
No, our drinking's... Yeah, our drinking's going north to Ireland, but it's going south really quickly once we get there.
That's a great line.
Write that down. That's good. That's good. But this episode is going to be mainly jam-packed with a lot of drinking stuff.
Brought to you by Seneged.
What?
Oh, it's brought to you by Guinness backwards.
Oh, yeah.
Seneged.
That doesn't sound right.
Don't matter. Not a real sponsor.
I don't know.
I like Sinawig better.
Sinawig.
It sounds almost Irish.
Quick little beer sip there for y'all. So, Baker, what's your favorite drinking holiday?
Oh, gosh. It's got to be the 4th, right?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Right? It just feels religiously correct.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we don't need an excuse to drink, and I'm sure a lot of our listeners probably don't need an excuse to drink.
Danes and wine, you can convince me. You know?
Yeah, but, that's a great reason to drink. That 1776, the birth of America.
Total amount of beers need to be drunk equals the same year we started.
Yeah. Quick sip. Woo, more like a quick chug. Again, sorry if I'm wincing drinking these beers. Not a Guinness fan, but it is absolutely, I must say, absolutely beautiful the way that you pour Guinness in and you see all the foam and the cold,
And we know we're not great at pouring these things. We're going to try both methods, either the flip it method and the 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
We are not good at this. We would like tips and tricks from any of our Irish listeners. If we get one, that's huge. We're going global. Take us there.
Let's go.
But
quick sip.
But it feels like the right beer to be drinking as you get older.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like the right beer to be drinking with St. Patrick's Day being this Saturday.
Exactly.
It's Monday.
It's Monday, but everyone drinks on Saturday. Like the event in St. Pete is closing down multiple city blocks. The Irish pubs brought in extra Guinness pouring stations because they're very specific to get the nitrogen
Naturally.
and the Guinness mixed beautifully.
Yep.
And, Kelsey and I have been going there a lot recently because she really likes their espresso martinis. And so I've been getting on this Guinness train, and honestly, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. You keep
I
riding
know
that
it's
Guinness
poured
train.
correctly. They got different Irish bartenders. It's a great time.
Another cool thing about these cans is
Yeah, that's the little ball of nitrogen. Came out in 1988, I believe I heard someone say.
There's your facts. There's your fact of the day.
We're a factual podcast here.
Quick sip. Yeah, this episode's going to go downhill really freaking quickly. So, back on this favorite holiday to drink on, or favorite drinking holiday, 4th of July's got to be number one, okay? There's nothing like sitting out in the sun with an ice-cold beer listening to American music like Bruce Springsteen, okay?
Yeah, and it's a day of multiple different stages of American music, It also depends on what your goal is for your 4th of July. Because your morning can start really fast, but then you realize not everyone's starting at 7 a.m. with you.
Wow. And that is true. He's not lying. We do start off at 7 a.m.
There's been multiple times, and you and I, we've lived together for 4th of July's where we have speakers blaring at 7 a.m. with God Bless the USA, homemade Y bombs before we go to whatever pool I'm not going to get out of from the second I finish eating my breakfast until someone tells me the Uber I'm supposed to be in is there.
And then somehow we end up at Waffle House.
And then somehow I end up with my car back and we're at Waffle House. And I don't know when that happened.
That's a true story, by the way. We used to do...
I'm not going to tell you what year that was, though. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we used to do... we used to do 4th of July back in Tallahassee. Like, it was our holiday. I mean, we were there over summer. And we didn't have anything else to do, so we just rounded up literally everybody in our friend group. And Baker, continue the story. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we round up everyone. People were coming in from out of town. We had a lot of people staying over. We'd load up with everything. Coolers, kegs, the Lord's work. And we'd go and celebrate the country how it's truly meant to be celebrated. So we would probably end up with set up in the corner of a pool with a lot of people and a lot of space cut out, and we were there for the day, and it never ended well.
And somehow I always ended up on aux cord, which
I
play
think that's
heaters.
right, though. I would, thinking of it, I don't know anyone else I would want on aux.
Yeah. You guys put your trust and instill in me. I don't know if that's the right word, but you trusted in me. Sorry, hard crack.
All right,
there.
I'm gonna try this flip method thing.
I'm gonna go back to the first method, and I'm gonna go back and show the people here the pour. Looks like chocolate milk almost. Does not taste like chocolate milk. Very much tastes like.
Oh, I think that's a much better pour out of me.
Yeah, my first one was really great. I got a lot of head.
Pause. Congrats, but pause.
Oh, this is going to be a heater pour right here.
Oh, I nailed that, I think. I might have spilled a little bit of the after, but honestly.
Let me show you guys the nitrogen falling. I don't know if
cascade
you guys
beautiful.
Baker can see his. You can see his a lot more.
That's beautiful.
Falling. Before we do our second one, let me finish. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys putting your faith in me, aux cord wise, and it wasn't just for our group. Like we had multiple other.
We
parties
had a large enough speaker every year to also be the aux cord for most of the pool area.
I'm talking like 50 to 100 people out there, and I'm just playing straight fire.
Yeah.
No, not a single complaint. I remember Julian. Shout out to you, Uncle Jules. Said one time, you're gonna mess this up. You don't play the right music. And I remember him being hammered throughout the day. Comes up to me, you're playing the best music, bro. This is amazing. That's literally how he talked. Continue what we said.
Yeah, I just with you on Oxcord, I've never thought to take it away.
Well, the vibes were just there, you know?
Not even just for 4th of July, but like, brother, I think night one I met you, you picked up Ox. There was not a single disappointment. And I don't think I've plugged my phone in besides yours was about to die, and we shared a Spotify for 3 years.
Yeah, we did.
So you just needed a different phone there to continue your artwork.
And it really is it is an artwork. And
you would put work in to make sure that was cultured and cultivated all within one thing.
Well, it wasn't just like pool parties at 4th of July. It was house
everything.
Parties. It was
house parties, pool parties, beer pong, best of 7 tournaments in the middle of the week.
Yeah, pre-games, just
but
vibing.
Pre-games for us were, parties. Especially at Bradford.
They were parties.
Actually, 50 people are there. And it's just like, who even invited these people? And then I sit there and I look at you with this smile on your face and you're like, I invited 19 more people than this and they're on their way. It's like, we're leaving.
Yeah, I don't know. Somehow people just came out of nowhere. And even if you look around here, like I'm staring at a speaker in front of me.
We bought a speaker.
We bought a speaker that I still have. Don't know where the charger is. Lost the charger. I have a sound bar in the living room.
We definitely lost that charger at Menstown last year.
Yeah, probably. Cheers to you, brother.
Let's go for the G again.
Beer 2, splitting the G. Ooh. Oh, did Bake just nail that?
I think we're becoming cultured.
Bake, did you just nail that?
Oh, yeah, I think we're becoming cultured.
I was a little bit off. Bake might have just nailed that, though.
Yeah, that's culture.
Let's go. Let's go, Bake. Let's go,
Irish American. I think I'm adopted. I really don't know.
Big G splitter here, Baker. Back on this favorite drinking holiday.
Yeah, let's switch it up. We talked about 4th of July. I think second would have to be St. Paddy's Day.
Yeah, well, it's 110% St. Paddy's Day. 110% St. Paddy's Day. St. Paddy's. I mean, that's just a reason to drink beer, not just beer, but green beer, which is great. Everybody's out doing something.
Do they even do St. Paddy's Day over in Ireland?
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Even if not, Americans want an excuse to drink, and we want an excuse to drink for other cultures. Like Cinco de Mayo. Might not really have any implication to us. But
that's a good one.
Oh, that's another question. What's the best drinking month? Because you got like St. Paddy's Day in March.
It's probably
the tournament, like March Madness. You have a lot of things like this argument. Maybe to drink for the end of the year. You have December. That's Christmas time. New Year's. You're bringing it home.
That's a good one too. Like genuinely, I think it's got to be one of the summer months.
Totally agree.
Yeah, and it's got to be like June or July, like maybe early or late July. I feel like July is the best summer month.
I think it has to be July, and I think it's a selfish reason for us because it's always July. That's our motto here. And so we have 4th of July, and then normally your family would magically end up in West Palm.
Mm-hmm.
So we would booze bag through that, and then we would end up at Menstown, and that was just a run of like 3 out of 4 weekends where it was just
sheer just competitive drinking.
And it's a love of the game sort of competitive drinking where you're really just drinking for yourself, but to also be with the fellas.
Yeah, I mean, look, the real answer to this question of what is the best drinking holiday There's not a real answer, okay? As long as you're with the fellas, it could be any day,
With
any
the boys.
point, any time. As long as you're with the boys, man, that's all that matters. Okay?
Even if you got to draw some fake heads on paper and make you feel like you got some friends, just go for it, you know?
Yeah, like I keep a picture of Baker right here in front of me. He might be naked. I'm not going to show you guys, or am I going to tell you guys if he is? But if I want somebody to drink with, he's just there. So, Cinco, dude, it's funny you bring up Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Drinko is what a lot of people call it.
I feel like that's the new dub name, even though it kind of takes away part of it. But
that's a fun one. That's a good holiday to drink margs on too. Really good holiday. Quick sip.
Gives you an excuse.
These aren't pint glasses, though. I wish they were, because you normally do these in a pint glass, right?
Yeah, it's normally 20 ounces, 550 milliliters, if we're speaking correctly. These are the 16-ounce cup with a 14.9 ounce can, giving us why it doesn't go all the way to the top. I understand over in the UK, possibly even in Europe, they have the 20-ounce can to go with the 20-ounce cup, 550 milliliters for them. But yeah.
I think it's genius that they came up with this. Okay?
It was like early 1800s.
I mean, hear me out on it. Even the can says best enjoyed poured into a glass.
1759, fella.
Now, granted, it's only 4.1% alcohol, but it is smooth.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Not all of our beers are much better. By the way, zero fat. These are healthy.
What?
Yeah, 125
These
calories.
are healthy. Well, by God, I should drink one of these for breakfast.
These are now breakfast beers. Yeah.
Great breakfast beer. And it is smooth. I'm not going to lie. It's growing on me.
9 of these is 9.9 grams. That's basically a protein bar for breakfast.
Oh, my God, Baker.
That's
you
quick
are
math.
a genius. You're a genius.
You got to be ahead of them, you know?
Okay. Another holiday. You mentioned New Year's Eve. Oh, brother.
Is that a double day? Like, do you count that it has to be 2 days? Because...
No.
Okay.
I don't drink on New Year's Day. Okay, that's a lie. I do drink.
Brother, we have the college football playoffs. We are booze bagging.
Look, okay, I'm sorry. I don't want the people to think that we're alcoholics here, okay? We're not. We both have full-time jobs. Will I go somewhere tonight after this? Probably. To get beers. Probably. That's besides the point. Okay. New Year's Eve. Great drinking holiday. Okay. And boy, do we have some stories about it. That we cannot tell. Most of them. Baker might be able to tell some of them, but a lot of them included me that we probably shouldn't tell.
I think the one that we can tell, though, was the first New Year's Eve we were together. We're in Tallahassee. It's dead. Christmas time, no one's there. Some people are there for summer sea, so you get a little bit more population. But we're working. We got to go home for Christmas. We had to be back the day after Christmas to work. And we're out. It's New Year's Eve. We can't find nowhere to go that has people. There's zero population. And some people walk up to us. And at this point, I knew the mood Jay was in. I didn't have to question it. And
is this what you're talking about when we're at the Strip?
Yep, we're at the Strip. We're downstairs in the back. For those who know what that is, we're standing outside of Encore, which I don't even know what it's called now.
It's
I forget.
It might be 10 still, yeah.
10. So we're outside. We don't really want to go in. We're trying to ditch these people. We got our group. And Jay just very conveniently looks up in the sky, points. Oh, look at that. And before he even had his hand down, I'm already running. He's
Baker knew.
ahead of me.
Yeah.
No one else. Ryan finally figures it out. Trayvon just still talking. Jules is sat there not knowing what to do.
Oh, he had no
He
idea.
has some slight interest in other people of said other group a while ago. And so Jay and I are up the stairs and out, and they just
I'm
have a
gone.
conversation. We're disappeared.
Let me lay it out for you. I'm like, oh, look up there. What is that? And the girls are like, and Baker knew what I was doing. Somehow, somehow, telepathically or something, him and I are just sprinting, just gone. And Ryan finally is like, takes off too, and then Draymond and Julian are just like, Jay, what are you doing? And you and I are just like laughing, running upstairs.
Dude, we're
yeah,
gone.
I didn't want to be talking to those women.
Yeah. And the rest of that night, not great stories. Spent a lot of time on my phone.
You know, typically we don't really remember our New Year's Eves. I've had some crazy ones. Some crazy stories that we can't tell, but it is a great drinking holiday.
Yeah.
And it's definitely up there with, like, probably top 5, maybe top 3, honestly.
But, and here's the hard part, is Christmas is a weird thing.
Halloween's
also a weird one.
Yeah, Halloween's a good one, too.
Because Halloween is normally not the day of Halloween, right? It's that Halloween party the week before, the weekend after, depending where it falls. And that's where I would count that drinking holiday as well as Christmas. Sometimes those Christmas parties are 2 weeks before because you got to get back to your family, the semester's got to end, all that sort of stuff. But, like, I feel like those drinking holidays get a bad rap because you're thinking Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, you're thinking day of Halloween, which if it's a Wednesday, kids are knocking on your door at 5:30.
Yeah, that's very true. Just kind of backdooring Baker. It depends on where you are. Like, if you're in Tallahassee for Halloween, which I was last year, Halloween is something different. It's probably number 1 for drinking. But if you're
fucking dick freshman year.
Yeah, I mean, if you're married or, you know, you're in Greenville for Halloween, like, you're not going to do much. You're maybe going to go pass out candy or trunk or treat or something, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a different vibe. I mean, same goes for Christmas. Christmas parties in Tallahassee, we threw some great ones and we went to some great ones.
The one great one, the greatest one that I think we went to was allegedly someone took a chair from McDonald's.
It wasn't allegedly. We know for a fact somebody did steal a chair from McDonald's and get arrested. And we're not going to say his name, but we'll say his initials. His initials are Jake Michella. Okay? Shout out to you, buddy. I don't know if you listen to this, but shout out to you. I'll be right back, Mike. I'll be right back.
Oh, mate. Yeah, grab me one. That's not the way I thought he would go. Yeah, you know, and we might need to clip some of this out. If he's going to the restroom and then also going to get a beer, this might take a couple extra minutes. And I'm going to sit here and just say that the group we had in Tallahassee was... I thought you were getting a beer.
I definitely was not getting a beer.
Oh, you already got it. Okay, I'll be right back. Tell him better, friend group.
Friend grouping tally, bro. Our friend group and tally was an interesting bunch. Okay, my roommate freshman year. Shout out to you, Dan. Love you, buddy.
I would say Mike would be where you need to start the story. Actually,
well, yeah, Mike too. Mike knows I love him. That's my boy. I still talk to him every day. And that's fact too. I do talk to him every day.
Got a beautiful little kid now.
Anywho, so shout out to both of them. Dan and Mike knew these guys. Okay, we went to school in Florida. All right, so naturally people are going to know each other that lived in Florida, and they all relatively lived in the same area. And I got acquainted with them, and it was a very interesting group. very different personalities, and let's just say it was fun. And one guy was on the football team and played lacrosse for Florida State and stole a chair from McDonald's one night after a party because we were, or we may have been, allegedly inebriated. Okay, so yeah. By the way, I went to grab this beer out of the fridge, and there's a tall boy Voodoo Ranger in there. And I went to grab it, and I was like, whoa, wait a second. I don't need to be put on my butt from a 12%er right now. So, granted, it is, 5:12 in the afternoon on a Wednesday.
In Ireland, it's 10 p.m., and someone's deep in that bag. Actually, it's 6 with daylight savings time.
Yeah, well, I'm going to pretend that we're in Ireland right now, because, Baker, you have my penis Dublin, brother.
Didn't know where you were going.
Oh my God, this pour is terrible. All right,
brother,
tell me how this is.
With the flip method.
All right, look, no foam.
It's already black,
bruh.
Brother, I'm nailing these right now.
Let me get something to wipe this with. Give me a second.
I'm surprised he had his pants all the way up. The way he stood up, knowing him, there was a chance, Dean. There was a chance. I don't know if we would have clipped it and shipped it, but we would have been here.
Yeah, mistakes were made here. Hey,
it's not your first one, not your last one,
Dude, Noah's going to get home and be like, what the heck have you been doing?
Yeah,
okay.
I got to take a personal Uber over to Kelsey's. Got to book that in the app.
You're going to have to Uber over there?
Brother, I'm going to be drinking 4 Guinness here. We're only at 26 minutes and we've drank 2.
Guinness. All right, well, let's go ahead and, hang on. Let it settle for a couple minutes.
Yeah, let yours settle. I'm letting mine make sure it's fully ready.
Yeah, so our friend group was super interesting.
It was very different. I mean, we had sweet. We just had a very, I wouldn't say eclectic group. We only had one black guy, but it was.
No, we had two.
We moved to 2. We did get our ratio better. We got back to 2. But I don't know. It just, that group of people all together, just, it feels like every single college has that friend group. And I don't know how well everyone stayed together. I feel like, Jay, you stayed in touch better with everyone than anyone else in that friend group has. So
I do keep in touch with a lot of buddies from college. And I saw, and this is kind of irrelevant, maybe a little bit of relevance. But Baker's going to go ahead and split his G, and then I'll do it after. I saw something the other day that was like, I'm that friend that tells all my buddies that I love them just because.
I overdid it. Went too
Turn
far.
it a little bit. The light shining. Oh yeah, you definitely overdid it.
Yeah, I went too far.
I'm the guy that tells my buddies I love them because you never know what people are going through, and I do love my buddies. Like Baker, how many times
I stay back and forth a fair amount.
Yeah, I will literally tell Baker that I love him every time that we talk on the phone or Chase or Dan and typically you guys say it back.
A lot of people say it to a lot of the boys now. I think that's a good thing with dudes is that change I hope is happening. Like Paddy Pimblett said it best.
I'm a scouser.
Cry on my shoulder than me go to his funeral. So
yeah. No, absolutely. Sorry to take a weird shift there. To brighten the mood a little bit.
Mental health is always welcome. You know what? That popped up well for you.
Well, the other side didn't. To brighten the mood, let me split this
thing perfectly. Use all those years of training. Nah, brother. Tilt that glass the right way. Let that thing sit up. That's beautiful. That's good work from him.
Hold on. Oh, I'm off by Hold on. Let it settle.
I think you count it. Steal it and run.
Yeah. Baker and I nailed it. Third beer. Well, you did it on your second. I did it on my third. But hey, shout out to us, man. That's great.
Do you guys have a good quality Irish pub in Greenville?
We do. You know what it's called?
Irish pub.
The Irish Pub.
Typical.
And, okay, place is vibey. Vibey as hell, okay?
It has to be.
So, they have volleyball courts behind it. Yeah, the place gets slammed, dude. And there's people out back, like, playing volleyball. Oh, it's a vibey place.
Didn't have that. Would not consider Ireland the volleyball capital of the world.
Yeah, it's vibey. It's, like, 6 minutes up the road, too. Might go after this. Who knows? Vibey place. But, let's recap real quickly. Best drinking holidays, and then let's move into this giveaway. Because I know people are dying to, figure out who won. So, number 1, 4th of July. This should be on everybody's list. Number 2, okay, Baker?
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Paddy's Day, the reason that we're doing it. All right. Number 3, Cinco de Mayo. Final answer.
Yeah,
okay?
I think it has to be.
And then number 4, depending, Halloween. Number 5, I'd say probably Christmas.
I think New Year's butts in there. I think above Halloween, because the second you get out of college, Halloween goes away. But I feel like New Year's Eve, even at 50, you might get in that bag.
That's true. Very true.
I think New Year's Eve, I would also, the Super Bowl? Is that?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I understand we said we were going to put a button on this list, but this brain's working now, so I don't know where this list is going to finalize.
No, that's really good. Super Bowl, yeah, because this past Super Bowl I was blammer-schmammered. So yeah, that's a really good.
Those are my favorite calls from you, where I get a FaceTime from Jay, and the first thing I hear is his brother just yelling, and I know that they're in a dark place right now, but they'll get through it.
Yeah, I mean, we did. I don't even remember who won. 49ers?
I think it was probably Taylor Swift won.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a good one. I forgot about that. And honestly, any sport, like I took off March Madness next week. I took off Thursday and Friday. Baker was supposed to come up. I took off.
I told you months ago I'm not going to be able to.
Yeah, that's all right. Landon's coming up. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna drink some beers. Well, I'm gonna drink some beers. Landon doesn't drink, but it's probably a good thing.
No.
We're gonna catch a fat vibe, watch some games. March Madness is one of my favorite holidays, even though it's not really a holiday, but we kind of turned it into one.
It feels like a holiday. Like
it does feel like a holiday.
It's a fun time, man.
Yeah. We will be locking in some bets, Bake. I'm pretty sure that you're going to want to get on all this.
Oh, yeah. Especially with now you're able to have a true sports book with Hard Rock Bet here in Florida.
Yeah, that's so nice for you, dude.
It's
you lucky bastard. All right, so now that you guys know what next episode is going to be about, March Madness, obviously, naturally. Let's go ahead and announce this giveaway. Yeah, Bake, you cool with that?
Yeah. We have a number of applicants. Jay has a list. They're all in one wheel. Jay's going to shuffle, and then give it a spin. Whoever it lands on, you guys see it here live.
Shuffle. All right. We're going to go up here, and here we go. The anticipation is killing.
Please be me.
Oh, our very own
Dan.
Mr. Dan Morrow. Congratulations, brother. For everybody that didn't see, that thinks it might be rigged, congrats to Dan.
The Midnight Assassin himself.
The Midnight Assassin, the Angel of Death, Captain Dan. Congratulations, buddy.
That's the name. That's on me.
You've won a koozie and a sticker. So, hopefully you enjoy that.
That is something that I don't even have yet. Still don't have a koozie. I have stickers. Not many left. Been sticking them around St. Pete. But we do have koozies. I don't, but Jay does. Now Dan will.
I will get you one, buddy, as well. Dan, congratulations, brother. You won. We will get you a koozie. Shout out to you for entering the giveaway. Shout out to everybody for entering the giveaway, honestly.
Yeah. We're going to keep these going. We'll probably do a giveaway every 10 episodes.
Yeah.
So this is now 31. Good. So on 40, we'll do another one.
Sure.
Maybe it gets better. Maybe it doesn't.
Yeah, who knows? We might give away a Guinness can. Who knows? So
Just an empty one. Just the empty ones. Just send
yeah,
them
just
to
one of the
trash.
empties. So, all right. Well, shout out to you guys for doing your thing, and shout out to Baker. This was a good episode, and next week we got some March Madness coming your way. So,
Yeah. Well, I've watched just enough college basketball to make a bracket that I'm going to hate myself for about the end of day one. So we'll see what happens.
should be good. So, all right. Well, until next time, guys. Peace
Thank
and
you
love.
for watching, viewing, listening, subscribing. Keep doing it. We're going to the moon. We'd love to take you with us. Till next time.
Peace.